night, everyone. Welcome to an all-new edition of the Almost Daily Shush. I am your host, Patrick. Fans, tonight will be like a Christmas gift in advance for you guys because we loaded with everything tonight. For tonight's Shush, I have to jump right into some steamy, hot politics. As you remember, earlier this year, the Prime Minister informed the nation that he would be stepping down as party leader of the UDP in 2019 and may also step down as Prime Minister so the new party leader can be the next Prime Minister leading up to the 2020 elections. Since then, there has been a big frenzy. The big deal and the real deal have been battling to secure the top job in the country. For a very short spell, the big deal and the real deal were even buddy-buddy when a new deal tried to enter the leadership race. Well, it turns out that the new deal was a no deal. But now, there's a brand new ordeal. Yep, that's because Cabinet has this week informed that the Prime Minister Barrow not going no way. Here's the actual reaction of the big deal and the real deal when they realized their leadership hopes get breaks. Folks, this reminds me of when Jay-Z retired in 2003. Obviously, we all know that Jay-Z has actually produced 9 albums since then. Just to put things into perspective, Honorable Dean Barrow has been in politics since Fast and Furious 1 come out. And by the time he retires, Hollywood will be working on Fast and the Furious 25. Following this announcement from Cabinet, the leader of the opposition has reportedly been taking it harder than the big deal and the no deal combined. According to Shush, he has asked his colleagues to give him their support for him to remain as PUP party leader leading up to the 2020 elections. Based on unconfirmed Shush that have been given, they all left his WhatsApp message unseen. In fact, 11 of them reportedly exited the WhatsApp group after his request. So this might be not so good news for Mr. Bresenio. We have approached him for comments, but have not heard a single squeal from him. Once again, please don't forget, this is all uncorroborated Shush. Moving on. I have a uniquely interesting matter to report on. 3 men were being held at the Kobe prison on murder charges, stemming back to an incident in 2012. One of them reportedly had violated prison rules during this time and had to face a tribunal. This tribunal found him guilty and he was punished. Now, believe it or not, the prisoner has sued the prison. According to him and his lawyer, he has been denied natural justice. Apparently, he felt that the prison violated his constitutional rights to eat steak and steamed vegetables every day, along with a tall glass of Kool-Aid and chips and dip for snacks. Based on the shush given to me, prison caught this one particular prisoner off guard, who even complained about the slow internet and the curtainless cells. Now, I'm not sure just how true these allegations against him are, but if they are true, I just want to remind people that the prison is no Grand Caribbean Hotel. You're lucky if you're even getting a pillow. Viewers, once again, we have Janet de Bellam, our Belizean American correspondent, joining us tonight. Hi, Janet. What do you have for us tonight?
Good night, Patrick. I need to vent about what I experienced last week.
The mic is all yours, Janet.
Well, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, but in the good old US of A, last week Friday was Black Friday. Basically, it's a day when Black people get to enjoy awesome discounts at pretty much every store. Any which ways, since I was in Belize, I figured that I would do some Black Friday shopping. So here's where everything went wrong. At 5 a.m., I woke up, got dressed, and I made my way to Publix, supermarket of course, to go enjoy some doorbuster deals. I was surprised because no one was there. In the States, like when I would go, people would be lined up from about 3 a.m. So I was kind of happy knowing I would be like the first one in the store. The store opened at 8 a.m. and I was so disappointed. There was absolutely no doorbuster deals. The only thing busted was the actual door. The only thing cut was half of the air circulation.
Janet, you really may think Belize had Black Friday sales? You do know that that's just an American event, right?
Well, isn't Belize like in Central America? Anyways, I'm not the expert in international law like the ICJ people, but I just need my concerns to be heard.
Anyways, Janet, did you manage to find any deals at all?
Well, no, but I did get to find some things that I did not see since I was like illegal in Belize. I bought $20 worth of pico rays, 10 Duvalins, and a bunch of chilling chips. I even bought some Belizean donuts, AKA honey buns. There was like a whole bunch of fresh produce too. I got mommies, okros, split in the middle peas, and crabbies. In the meat aisle, oh my God. There were fresh hickory. And even I got like that give not. Oh my gosh, I love wild meats. So basically, there was no Black Friday deals, but at least there was like back in the old days food. Belize ain't that bad after all.
After all, Belize never bad. I think you get too Americanized.
FYI, by the way, that means for your information, but yeah, FYI, you can call it Americanized, but I'm simply realized. See, I have moved away, and now I realize I only like good things, and doorbuster sales are one of them. So if being realized makes me Americanized, you can say whatever you want. Also, I'm done with you. Adios.
Janet, you get stranger and stranger every time. But thanks for calling in. It's my honor to talk to you, Miss Realized. Viewers, that's it for today's Shush. But remember, stay tuned because we have a lot more in store for you.
Good night and welcome back to the Almost Daily Shush. Folks, it's now time for the foreign news with yours truly, Patrice. In my first foreign news story for tonight, I have to take on to Australia. This week, there were reports of an almost tragic plane incident. A cargo plane was to touch down in Kings Island but missed the runway. Well, for we Belizean, news like this kinda normal. Since we have some chonjo runway and some plane way smaller than a golden bicycle for hapsin. No talk about the bus. They start press down brakes on Belama and the bus no stop till it reach Ladyville. But hear this, the Australian plane never missed the runway by just 2 feet. Or even a couple yards. He missed the runway by 30 miles because the pilot fast asleep and had no co-pilot for wake up. You see why I don't go apply for no visa? Imagine I go buy my expensive plane ticket for fly to Paris, but the pilot drop asleep and end up they carry me to North Korea. I wind up vexed and probably torture for no reason. So no thanks. And in my second foreign news for tonight, I turn to religion. For many Christians, it is important to challenge themselves to live a holier life each passing day. Some Christians even compete with non-believers. For those from other faiths, about which version of the truth is really the truth? Well, one Christian in South Africa took his competitiveness a step further. He wanted to compete with Jesus. We all know the story of Jesus fasting in the wilderness for 40 days and 40 nights. Well, the South African pastor wanted to match that record or beat it. Unfortunately, though, he passed away after the 30 days in the wilderness, dying of malnutrition. I'm sad to say that he couldn't beat his maker. But maybe for him, it's good news since he gets to meet his maker. And in other religious incident ending in tragedy, there is the case of the American missionary who was on an international journey to convert non-believers into Christian. He traveled to India and set out to visit an isolated Indian tribe living on the North Sentinel Island. Because it is illegal to even visit that particular island, the missionary had to pay some fishermen to get around close to the island. And then he used one dory to reach shore. Now, unlike the other pastor who survived 30 days, this one lasted less than 30 minutes because he was shot with arrows and died. The fisherman who took the pastor to the island reported seeing his body being dragged and then buried. To make matters even more complicated, authorities are unable to retrieve his body because, like I say, it's illegal to visit the island. All I could say about this incident is, may the tribe of the Indian continue to live in peace, and may the pastor rest in peace. And to close off our news for today, I go to Siberia, in Russia. The new Siberian mayor won her election based on the promise to cut back on public spending and the wasting of public funds. Unlike some politicians where we know the lady kept her promise, as soon as she took office, she started selling off some luxury vehicles where the previous council had purchased. She said that the money from those sales would be used to pay off some bills. So far, it don't sell a Toyota SUV and a Mercedes. I figure Ali round the applause, and I wonder what she may have to sell off if she was mayor of Belize. She may have to sell 4 of the city council shaky motorcycle, 2 bus stop, and a roundabout just to pay off a water bill. Well, that's how the thing set though. Anyway, folks, as usual, I have taken you around the world for some delicious foreign news, but my time with you for tonight has ended. So, until next time, bye-bye.
Viewers, you already know what time it is now. Bex o'clock. As usual, every so often, we try to take a little break from Bexness so positivity can rule. But Belizeans and Bex about that too. So, we're back this week with plenty Bexness. So, buckle up as I read out what you Bex about today. In the first case of Bexness, An ethical, principle-driven Belizean posted this. That San Pedro Belize Express worker they have at Swing Bridge Foot is very disrespectful to tourists. About 5 minutes ago, I walked up bridge from the direction of Ocean Ferry, and there was 2 tourists walking in front of me going across towards the city center. The San Pedro Belize Express worker walked past me in a hurry to catch up with the tourists, and when he does, he started to ask questions. He asked them if they are from Guatemala and they didn't answer him. And because the tourists didn't want to answer him, he looked at them and told them it's best they get the out of his country, and I be like, what the You for the welcome the tourists, not chase them from the country. If they not come, he same one left without a job. They should really talk to their workers, man, because this not the work. Suppose the man may turn around and punch out cool. All right. I don't have a theory where could I defend that very disrespectful act by that person. We all know Belizean depends heavily on tourism. And even if the tourists were from Guatemala, they are all welcome to enjoy our country and spend some cheddars. So, on behalf of all the tour guides, the person who posts this, and definitely on behalf of BTV, we all deserve to be best. It's been a while since I share our food Bexness, so here's one for you. This meat-loving Facebook user shared this. The struggle is real, but I don't think chicken prices gone up though. Look at this tacos from your belly. They need to do better than this, man. No, I feel upon that one. That look like meat from the chicken foot. They could have at least stuffed the tacos with some onion and cabbage, and maybe even a little gravy and potato to make up for that little bit of meat. That are really and truly probably a vegetarian in training tacos. Just look upon that. I don't know Bex. And in this other case of Bexness, a Facebook user shared this. Good morning. I am not one to complain on social media about disservice done or poor customer care, but this morning the service provided to me was unacceptable. What is more irritating is how I was handled like a criminal or some low-line trash by the KBH security door opening security officer. As usual, I went to do a business transaction at on Albert Street using their MoneyGram service. I went for 9 a.m., which is their opening hours. As I approached the building, I pulled the door only to find out it is locked. So I knocked, no answer. I was then greeted by another security officer, not from this establishment, who then told me the employee probably aren't quite ready as yet to provide service. Understandable. A few minutes later, another young man went to the door and it was open, so I went inside along with him. I then said in general, good morning, you guys need a sign of something to let customers know what's up. The KBH security officer who opens the door looked at me with disgust and threw a tantrum like a bloody 5-year-old little girl who mama don't want to buy the Barbie she saw in the mirror. To top it off, when I was finished with my business transaction, he looked at me the way your primary school classmate would look at you to indicate 3:30 for you kind of way. All because I made a suggestion. KBH management, please teach your employees respect for people. I could have understood if I was being disrespectful and distasteful in my mannerism. Imagine I get treated like garbage. Sigh. I truly need a turkey dinner for this kind of treatment received by the KBH security doorman at on Albert Street, downtown Belize City. I definitely catch feelings to that. I also not understand how a business even allow the security guards to even engage customers, much less disrespect them. Security officers should stick to security and allow the customer care reps to deal with customer care. I definitely agree with your Bexness. Next up, we have this Facebook post to report. I want to know who I can complain to about my garbage not being picked up. I live in the Penn Road, Farbers Road area behind the police substation. This week makes 3 weeks my garbage hasn't been picked up. The last time it was 3 weeks before they came. The truck passes but doesn't turn down my lane. Now listen to me. We all know not all street paved the Belize City, but when the garbage truck choose to leave people with garbage piling up, chairman, this are past the mark now. Somebody please tell me who to contact, cause either the company or the driver need to fix this. I can't eat the garbage. You can imagine this? The garbage truck. Of all truck, now I drive from a bumpy road cause they don't get too money. Imagine if the garbage truck now a BMW. They only me I want to pick up office garbage such as shredded paper. Seriously though, this is unsanitary and a neglect of duty. Miss, you really do deserve to be Bex. And now, in our very final Bexness for tonight, I have a special food Bexness to report on. A Thanksgiving Bexness. This Facebook user shared this. Turkey lost its way. Very disappointed in my $10. See why I not support people? Cause they chance you out of your money. I trusted this person and this is the outcome. I'm not here to make any problem, but just cause I'm really mad and disappointed. Rice and everything else was enough, but where is the turkey? Man, people really sell turkey dinner without turkey. I like them meat pie without meat and chicken tacos without chicken. Well, this one, that's for the books. Now, like that chef only cook 2 pieces of turkey, shred it up really fine, and throw it in a plate from across the room. Trust me, you 100,000% deserve to be best. Folks, I hope I have made up for last week. You have been giving a Bex marathon tonight. So please don't be upset if we take our next break next week. Kindly stay tuned as we go for our final commercial break for tonight. Welcome back. It's now time for the Artist Spotlight. Joining us for tonight's edition of the Artist Spotlight is one of Belize's most talented musicians. While a lot of musicians rely on their voices, this one is a Creole drummer and relies on his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Musa.
Yeah.
Musa, welcome to the show.
Give thanks, brethren. Give thanks, give thanks. An honor and a privilege, to be on this blessed show. To get the opportunity to share the little that I know.
So we could jump right into it then.
Say it.
So how you get into drumming?
Find out my belly.
All right. Question number 2. All right. I don't really know, I'll be honest with you, I don't really know a lot about drumming, right?
Right.
So you have different techniques and
Yes,
you got different classifications.
I failed to me bring my toys today,
Your
but another
toys?
day
Nice.
for that. Right? I failed to bring my toys, but another day for that. Well, when it comes to the African drumming and the Creole portion of it,
Okay.
that is CREOLE, the KRIOL.
All right.
Creole portion of it, we have you have a gumbe, you have the sambai drums, you have variety of percussions. But right now, my focus is basically on the drums and the percussions, right? And you have the djembe that Emmett Young. Emmett Young is basically our mentor in this work. He's the only master African drummer in the country that knows and is really versed with the Creole portion of the culture. We're not worrying about the direct link from Africa, the West African rhythms and all of that. There's other Africans in this country that knows this, but they don't reveal themselves to me, so I can't give them no credit. Okay. I'm talking Emmett Young. Emmett Young knows these rhythms, but we cherish the Belizean rhythms first, because this was what was created by our ancestors here. So we have sambai, We have the well-renowned Brock Dong, who everybody know about. And we have Kunjaila. Kunjaila is one of them rhythms where nobody really know about, and Sadungu. That's another rhythm where nobody really know about too. Emmet taught us all of these rhythms. You have with the djembe itself and the sambai drum, they produce 3 main sounds as a variety. You have the bass in the middle. You have your tones on the edge when your fingers are closed, and slap when your finger is open. And even if you cup your finger in a kind of way, you could bring out a chop sound without holding down the skin. So it's a lot of different So if you spend one nice day with it, just the try out new song, you could bring out a different song. You could bring out 5 different songs with one different touch of your finger. You know, so hundreds of songs.
That the experience come in, right?
Yeah.
So it sounds like you know the top.
The fun. Trust me, a lot of fun.
I could imagine. Nasan, you get an award from the Youth Services Department.
Yeah.
So you could tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I just sit down in a bliss the night. When I heard my name called, I'm in my world, man. I think about the picnic as usual. I think about what I'll do the following day and what's not. I hear my name again. Is he here? And then the lead ballet there, how you need to run, he made to get my name wrong. He made to get my name wrong, couldn't pronounce my name. So I get up and I got for me award. And when I got for me award, I think I had to look for snatch it for a lady hand and I go about my business, and then I had to wait for me to listen to the bio when they give up for me. So I asked the lady, who did give this bio? Now, who write this about me? Who knows so much about me? I tell me, never want to tell me that who, but he just said, don't worry, you've done a lot, you deserve it. And so I laugh, I hug the lady with the door, that take me a while, I got about business, sit down in the chair, and think about it, and I watch it for long, and I'll be honest, right? And I don't want nobody, like literally nobody, where had a lot to do with me getting the award. Okay. I really want to meet the person who make it.
Oh, nice.
I'm our artist. I weave belts, I build drum, and we put our names on these things so people could know now who to make the craft. Or we at least put something on it to make it unique. They never put nothing on the bedroom, and there's so much people get award, and even one of their placard had the man name.
So
you know? And Simon want to know who that the man, and all night I think about that, who did this man will make this thing. And I'm really grateful that they recognize the work that I'm putting in, because I did do this for the past 4 years, right? For 2014, I decided to join the Maroons. That's a band that Wilford Felix learned how to play drums with Emmett Young in 2013. Him and Dwayne Marilla, Stephen Gabba, and some other guys. And he's the only one that kept it up from then till now. Dwayne Marilla plays in our band also. He plays the maracas. And we have Miss Marigold, an elder from Gales Point, Malente, that sings the folklore songs for us. So it's basically a group of 4 people, me, Wilford Felix, Dwayne Marilla, and Miss Marigold. Right now the plan is to line up the senior drummer Emmett Young to come and solo for the band. Awesome. And I'll stay on the bass drum. But my focus right now is with the children, and I'm glad that they respected that I put in that work with them without a budget, without a subsidy, without a stipend. Yeah. We just do. And basically it's our gigs that feed those children and us. Awesome. The workshops that we host feed those children and us. You know, and right now we just decide, we took it slowly for a while, because sometimes it's good to test certain things. Okay. And if you readily get up and invite a whole group of young people to come into something, sometimes their prerogative is only money. Yeah. They don't care about these children. They don't care about the betterment of the nation. They don't care about the culture, the roots, the heritage, like how our Garfina people, they behave in Dagriga. I love them. They cherish their culture. They teach all the children the language, the culture, everything. They know it.
And they pass it down.
We pass it down. Yeah. We here in the city.
Supposed to be. How the people, please tell the public how they could get in contact with you, how they could access your music.
Oh, yes.
Maybe even hear it in your cars, you know, all of that.
What we do is we work with live performances. If you want us to come and perform for like a birthday party for the children and get them to rock makachista and what's not to sing sambai, we do that. If you have a wedding and you want to make it a cultural African wedding, Creole culture wedding, we do that also. We come and perform for you. We perform for wakes also, because in the traditional African lifestyle, drummers is everywhere. Yeah. You play for wedding, you play for wakes, you play for a birth of a child, you play for birthdays, you play for everything, for death, everything you play for. My contact, I have 2 phone numbers. I try keep smart and I try keep Digicel in case when 2 and I baffle. You know, so I have My smart number with a 664-3175. I have my digital number with a 631-1055. I also have my email. We have 2 email. culturesociety@gmail.com, and then we have Musa Shahid TLT at gmail.com.
All right.
Right? That's me. That's my contact.
All right.
And we're at Liberty Hall, that's 86 Barracks Road.
All right.
Right?
This one, yeah.
Oldest building in the city.
I think so. All right. Very good interview. Well,
Yes,
Musa,
man.
thanks for being on the
Yes,
show.
man.
Really appreciate it.
Respect,
and
King.
I'll be in touch.
Yes, man.
Definite.
Right.
Well, folks, that's it for tonight's show. Remember, if you have any Bexness or Shush, send us a message to our Shush hotline at 636-36. And if you want to see behind-the-scenes footage, check out our Facebook page or our Instagram at Colorblind Belize. Before I end off the show, I would just like to say rest in peace to Mr. Mark Humes, aka Big Choice, personal friend of mine. See you when I get there. Until next time, folks, good night.